small class sizes, dedicated Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome, basketball fans, to Hawley High School for tonight's Section 8 AA girls basketball matchup between the visiting Thief River Falls Prowlers and the hometown Hawley Nuggets. I'm Peter Natz with the call, alongside Jed Carlson, bringing you insightful color commentary tonight on yourliveevent.com. We're going to come back right after a quick break, and we'll get into the pregame show. Hang tight, folks.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email jennifer@hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
And we're back at the gold mine. Peter Natz along with Jed Carlson. Jed, a little excitement before the game even started by the time we got our stuff together, huh?
Yes, sir. Never a dull moment, but I'm excited to be here. This is going to be a great basketball game. This is what everybody's looking forward to, and it's playoff time finally.
The last time these two teams played each other was the very first game of the year. Coach Laura Fay talked about some things that they've been doing differently since then when Hawley took it to them in game one.
Yeah, I think, that being so long ago, I think both teams are different teams. I'm not sure how much you can take from that. I think maybe mentally there's an advantage for Hawley if they do get up early or something like that, but kind of anatomy of an upset, right? If you're Thief River Falls, you want to hang in there, maybe grab an early lead as the pressure mounts on the favorite and the higher seed. So, and then I think also if you're Thief River Falls, you got to play with more energy. You got to win the 50-50 balls, if you kind of want to hang around and make this a basketball game and try to steal it at the end.
All right, with that, we're going to go to Thief River Falls Prowlers head coach Laura Fay.
Okay, we're with Thief River Falls Prowlers coach Laura Fay. It's been a long season. You have to deal with all the COVID protocols and all that. How's the health of your team and your mindset coming into tonight?
Overall, the health of our team is really good. Unfortunately, we usually get a lot of girls injured or sick, and right now we're only sitting with one girl that's out. Riley Wiggins won't be playing for us. She's been out most of the season, so we've been able to adjust without her for the season here. We haven't had to worry about quarantines or anything like that, so our girls have done really well with that and has taken the season seriously for us. But it's been a different season for us, definitely, and we're excited to play tonight against Hawley.
Any special wrinkles you're going to bring out to the court tonight to try to catch them by surprise, catch them off guard? Anything that we can look for ahead of the game and kind of address during the game?
Last time we played Hawley was the very first game of the season, and we were ready for them. But there's a lot of things that we've changed. We've changed up different girls since the last time we played them. Our outside shooting has definitely picked up this year. Beginning of the year, we tried to force everything into the middle just because we have a big girl inside. But we've been using the outside a lot, getting some shots up out there, moving the ball around a lot more, and just trying to work together.
Okay, depending on the night, Hawley can have a 3 or 4 headed monster sometimes out there offensively. Are there any 1 or 2 kids that you're going to try to shut down tonight? And if we can stop these 2, then we're going to have a pretty good chance.
You have the Rex girl and the Crabtree girls. Those are ones that we always are looking out for. But Gonberg has some really good girls on his team. Overall. So we're just gonna have to play our best defense tonight, and we're just gonna have to play well to beat all these girls.
Okay. Besides playing well, what are 2 keys to the ball game for you tonight, Coach?
Definitely gonna have to keep our turnovers down. That's been a huge issue for us all season long, forcing things in, and then just also working together as a team and getting those outside shots in for us tonight.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.
And that was Laura Fay, head coach for the Prowlers. We're going to take a quick break, then come on back, and we're going to talk with Ben Lofgren, assistant coach for the Nuggets.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Back at the gold mine, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Coming to you from the co-ops of Lake Park, Detroit Lakes, Monoman, Twin Valley, and Flum. Contact them for propane delivery for residential, commercial, and agricultural purposes. Community Co-ops also offers bulk fuel and oil delivery. Natural gas may be available in your area. Contact Community Co-ops today at 218-238-5911. Coming to you from Hawley, Peter Natz with Jed Carlson, Thief River Falls visiting Hawley in the first round of the 8-2A Section North playoffs. Postseason ball, it's win or lose, win or go home, Ben. Jed?
I tell you what, I think as fans, spectators, coaches, players, we could all just maybe take a step back, realize how fortunate we are to be having playoff basketball right now. In November with the season shutting down and all that going on, we're pretty fortunate to have this tonight, and I'm super excited to be here.
All right, well, with that excitement, we're going to talk to assistant coach Ben Lofgren. That's how I got our names confused with the last one. Ben Lofgren on tonight's matchup.
On the pregame show, we've got assistant coach Ben Lofgren here. Coach Lofgren, how are your girls health-wise?
Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. There's nicks and bruises this time of year, but everybody's feeling pretty good, so I'm pretty thankful for that.
It's tourney time. The excitement level is high. It's win or go home, or win or stay home.
Yep.
The kids have a sense of urgency in practice this week?
Oh, yeah, good focus this week, and the younger teams aren't there, so I think it kind of puts in perspective that, okay, let's get this done, let's stay focused, and the leadership has been really good from the seniors.
Okay, is there anything that you guys are going to try to take advantage of specifically that you've noticed on any of the film during your scouting, Coach?
Well, we have good depth, and I think we got to continue to use that. I think we can wear teams down with that. They have a strong post play, so we got to really get after that and try to pressure their guards so they can't get it inside.
Okay, keys to the game.
We got to rebound. Like I just said, their size is a problem, so we're going to have to block out and take care of our assignments that way. Got to push the ball. It's our home gym, so we'd like to think we can shoot well. And so I think those would be the keys of the game.
Spoken like a true head coach. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And that was Ben Lofgren, assistant coach. Coach Gottenberg was doing what Coach Gottenberg does. He's going to be prepared for the next game should they come out ahead. He was down setting the timer on his game film deal, so he's ready to go. Ben covered that nicely. Ben's been around a while. He knows what's going on, huh, Jed?
Sure does. And Bill Gottenberg's the most prepared coach in the business. I know that. That's a fact. And he'll have his teams ready. He'll have them ready tonight and in every other playoff game they play this year.
All right, with that, we're going to take another quick break here and then come back with our Heart of Lakes meets starting lineups. Stay tuned.
Providing construction services to the area, it's Four Corners Construction of Ada. Call Neil Miller, 218-790-5436 at Four Corners Construction for all your general building construction, remodeling projects, and new building construction. Four Corners is ready to get to work on your home, farm, or commercial business. Windows, gutters, seamless siding, roofing, and more. Let Four Corners take care of all your construction needs. Call Neil Miller at Four Corners Construction, 218-790-5436.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
And we are back at the gold mine for the Heart of Lakes Meats starting lineups. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Heart of Lakes Meats. Start lining up your table with steaks, ribs, and plenty more meat choices from Jason Stetz and staff at Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids. 218-863-MEAT. 218-863-6328. And with that, we'll go right into the starting lineups for the Thief River Falls Prowlers tonight. We have Maren Espy, number 4. Number 5, Kendall Rantanen. Number 31, Brianna Myers. Number 35, Trista Spears. And number 40, Olivia Hawkins. Those are your starting 5 for the Prowlers. And we're going to move on to the Hawley Nuggets. Number 12, she is a 5'10 sophomore guard, Anna Steer. She's going to light things up tonight. Tremendous athlete. Number 14, Kylie Crabtree. She's a 5'8 junior guard, as well as her sister. She is also a 5'8 junior guard, Kaylee Crabtree. Number 20. Number 30 is a 5'8 senior forward in Abby Rux. And we have number 34, 5'8 junior forward, Morgan Ames. This is Peter Natz with Jed Carlson once again. There's a Heart After Your Heart of Lakes Meets starting lineups. Jed, we've got some fine athletes on both sides of the ball here. A couple of my favorites that I've been watching all season long, Anna Steer and Morgan Ames. Morgan Ames is like the Kurt Rambis, Kevin McHale of the old NBA, and Anna Steer is kind of like Michael Jordan or an Antetokounmpo super athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ames is important tonight because somebody's going to have to guard to 40 Hawkins down low in the post, and Hawley's going to be kind of oversized down there, undersized, sorry. And, we've talked a lot about Anna Steer and how dynamic a player she is. And Hawley's going to need her tonight to kind of do it all for them, and hopefully she's able to carry that load.
And we're looking forward to a good half of basketball to start things up here as referees are bringing their jackets back to the table. We've got our statistician lined up. We've got Braden Aldinger ready to go. He's got the camera ready to roll. And we're going to bring you some Section 8 2A girls basketball tournament action.
These are two programs with a lot of postseason success in the past, right? A lot of history, a lot of pedigree here. I'm excited to see these two teams go at it.
With all the changes that have gone on since week 1, Thief River Falls has not had any COVID shutdowns. Neither has Hawley. So that's a positive for both teams. And they obviously have done things well. They're getting things going here in the playoffs now. Steer is lining up right now with Olivia Hawkins for the jump ball. Thief River controls that one. Rantanen is going to bring it up for the Prowlers. Tight defense played by Steer. Hawkins has it down low. Rantanen, 3 from the corner. Backboard and rim, no good. Struggle for the rebound. They're going to end up with the jump. Possession going to Hawley.
Looks like Hawley's going to have their work cut out for them on the glass, right? They talked about the importance of rebound tonight. Thief River Falls has a lot of size and tested there on the first shot.
Obviously, Hawkins is a big part of their game. They got her the ball a couple times there in that first possession. Hawley down on the other end, loses control of it. Kind of a little bit of a mess here. Kaylee Crabtree fires up a three. Bam! Kaylee Crabtree.
Nice look there from Crabtree. You know, if that's going down early, that's a good sign for the Nuggets, I think.
They need to have a fast start for sure. Everything goes better when you get a quick start. Scramble for the ball. Rux comes up with a loose ball. Turnover for Thief River. Up ahead to Steer. Steer gathers it. Crotches the first one. Up off the glass second time. Offense rebound. Put back. Steer. She's made her presence known already.
What a great catch. Great pass by Rux as well. But that was an athletic catch there by Steer on the block. All hands. Wide receiver like there, Coach.
Sign her up.
You know, one of the things I'm going to look for tonight is to see if with Hawley's depth, you know, they'd like to play 11 girls. Does that change tonight now that it's the playoffs?
Yeah, not according to Ben Lofgren. He said we've got a lot of girls and we got to play them and keep doing what we've been doing. Hawkins down low, off the glass, too strong, no good. Offensive rebound, thrown back up, nothing. We're going to tie it up again. Referees are letting them play. That's not getting too rough, but they're making sure that the ball is tied up before they're going to jump it up.
Also looking to see if Thief River Falls has any wrinkles up their sleeve, any tricks up their sleeve, any defensive wrinkles to kind of slow down the Nuggets, give them some junk zone, box and one, triangle and two, something they haven't seen.
Well, we asked that question in the pregame questions that she didn't give up too much other than they're going to have to play good defense all the way around, and that's true. Kylie Crabtree up to Kaylee Crabtree on a fast break. Crabtree short on the rebound. And we've got a travel. Bumped in the back from Steer, but not enough to give her a foul.
I think you mentioned they're letting them play, Coach.
Hawley will get the ball after the unforced turnover. That might have been forced a little bit. Kaylee Crabtree on top. Drives into the lane. Floater up in the middle. Back rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. She's going to collect a foul on a Prowler. Going to go to the line.
Something to watch for again later in the game, Coach, is they'll run that same out-of-bounds play, and then Anna Steer will keep it and fake it. I've seen them run that play a few times with success this season.
Well, they've got, I think the last game we did, he had some new slobs and blobs, too, coming in. So he's always got a new wrinkle to keep the kids fresh. And it kind of does a nice job of keeping the coaches interested and from things getting too stale.
One of my favorite things as a coach was a good new blob or slob for playoff time. It's just something the opponent hasn't seen. And, it's awesome. Good scoring opportunity. Thief River Falls talked about not turning the basketball over. They're going to have to clean that up a little bit. They got about 3 turnovers already early in the game here.
Bobbled around by Steer underneath, and we're going to get a foul. Oh, he's staring down Morgan Ames. Morgan Ames getting after that offensive rebound, the name of her game. She gets nailed for a holding foul there. Looked like he was upset with her.
Looks like Rux drew the defensive assignment on Hawkins down low. So I think if you look, when she does catch it down there, they're going to surround her pretty quick, bringing hard doubles and making it tough for her. I think they're going to kind of go with make somebody else beat them.
Prowler's moving the ball around the outside. Baseline drive, skipped across. Ames comes up with the steal. Stolen back again there by Thief River. And Ames might have got away with one there. Maren Espy takes the steal away from Morgan Ames' steal, takes it in and gets fouled.
Fortunate for Ames there. That would have been a quick second foul and probably had her sitting by Coach Gottenberg. So fortunate for the Nuggets there.
Up top to Spears. Rantanen has it on top for Thief River. Left side for Espy.
Looks like a little confusion for Thief River Falls as far as who's screening, who's coming off. Looks like a little 3-out-2 in motion with using their big girls inside. Kind of an old school look. I kind of like it with the 2 bigs down low.
Bounce past the Hawkins, turn around off the backboard, no good. There you saw that double team pressure you were talking about. Rux leading the breakdown, even numbers, takes it all away. They're going to get her with the charge. Abby Rux picks up a foul. Second team foul on the Nuggets. Turning around, headed back the other way.
I think if you're the Nuggets, you're okay with that foul. You want Rux to be aggressive. That was a bang-bang play. Could have went either way. And the way that physical nature of this one, a little bit surprised on that one.
Substitutions in for the game. Number 5, Rudy Hockett coming in. She missed the last game. She was under the weather, not feeling well, not COVID related. So it's good to have Rudy Hockett back for the Nuggets. And Steer's going to pick up her first foul with the full court pressure. Gottenberg mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I think Thief River Falls, if you're Thief River Falls here, you want to just get a bucket, break the ice, right? Maybe an inside-out three off that double or something, just to kind of get your kids to settle in, relax, and play their game.
6-0 lead for Hawley as it's brought down the court by Renton and the Prowlers. Prowlers do need to get off the schneid here. 6-0 right now, almost 4 minutes into the game. Just about got away with the travel. Instead, chucked it over into the student section. Looks like the Hawley student section's got camo night tonight.
5 early turnovers there for the Prowlers. I think they're actually fortunate just to be down 6-0 here. I'd like to see them get a stop and a score, and and just kind of get going and get into this game here.
3 fouls for Hawley, only 1 for Thief River. Bomb thrown up by Kylie Crabtree, no good. Rebound offensively by Hockett. Knocked away by Brianna Myers. Turnover. Defensive rebound, we'll call that, for Thief River. Underneath, no good. Bad angle. And Hawley helped her out by getting the foul there. Izzy Steer checked in recently. Izzy Steer is a 5'8", 8th grader. Younger sister of Anna Steer. Picks up a quick foul. Kind of helped out the Prowlers there. The shooter was out of position, was able to draw a foul, so Spears is at the line. Excuse me. Sydney Ryerson checks into the ball game.
See if that free throw just settles Thief River down a little bit and gets him into the flow of the game here. Interesting, Hawley going with the younger Steer girl right off the bench. I like to see it. I haven't seen her play this year in the varsity level, so Coach Gottenberg there not hesitant to use the youth.
No, and Addie Downer checking in also, senior. Getting some time here early on in the first half. Steer, short jumper from the baseline. Rudy Hockett, offensive rebound, put back.
Nice play there by Hockett.
8-1 lead for Hawley. Getting that 0 off the scoreboard for Thief River is a good thing, but they need to get more than just 1.
Be interesting to see if they maybe switch up to a zone, get back, play 2-3, make them score over them. But they got to quick turn the ball over here because the Nuggets are going to get out and run. They're looking to push.
Steer with the offensive rebound there. Inside, nice pass, Kylie Crabtree. We've got a timeout, Thief River Falls. We're going to come back after the timeout, Coach, and we're going to talk. You're going to tell us what a slob and a blob is when we come back after this 30-second break. Hang tight, guys. 10-1. Hawley leads Thief River.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Okay, back at the goal mine. Thief River timeout, 10-1. Hawley leads. Okay, what's the slob, Jed?
Sideline out of bounds play. So if you're at half court or in the back court, usually you're just getting it in. But if you get it lower in the scoring area, those can be almost like set plays for coaches. A good opportunity to score, especially if you're struggling to get a bucket.
And a blob.
Baseline out of bounds. Same thing, very common in the game of basketball. And if you can just have a new wrinkle that the other team hasn't seen. That's one of the things as coaches. You're scouting the other team's blobs all the time, and you're going to practice how to defend them. So if you can throw in a new one they haven't seen, it's just a good opportunity for some cheap points.
Education is full of acronyms. Basketball is education. Basketball has acronyms. Blobs and slobs. There you go, folks. And Renton brings the ball up. Pickpocketed by Kylie Crabtree. Open layup. Finish. 2 points. 12-1. Hawley leads.
I like what Hawley's doing defensively here, coming out and being aggressive. Sometimes as a 2 seed, as a favorite, you can kind of come out slow or lax, and that's certainly not the case for the Nuggets here tonight.
Abby Floggen cornered down there, got just about turned it over. Able to get it back. They pump it down inside. And we've got a foul on Hawley. They try to dump it down into Ava Waldal. We got Rudy Hockett picks up her first foul off the bench tonight. 5 fouls now for Hawley. Only 1 for Thief River. That tells you who's playing a little more aggressively defensively as well.
Sure does. In Thief River, the Prowlers are really just trying to jam it in down low. Little bit. I think they need a little bit better spacing. They seem a little bit crowded down there. But I think if you get a nice clean post touch, you could get an inside-out wide open 3, just like that one right there. So
just about rattled it home too. Offensive rebound for Thief River. Nice job there. Maintained possession. get another crack at it. Lob pass inside, bobbled and tipped out of bounds by Grace Fleming. She just checked in recently for the Nuggets. So right now we have Steer, Fleming, Crabtree, Hoggett, and Downer in for the Nuggets. We have a substitution, but the names stay the same. Kaylee Crabtree came in for Kylie.
And that's a nice thing for Coach Gottenberg, isn't it? The sub one out, sub one back in. You don't miss anything off the floor.
It's almost like they're the same.
It sure does.
Short jumper for Thief River, no good off the back iron. Rebound, Addie Downer pulls it down, pushes it up, gets back to the middle of the court. Izzy Steer in the middle on the break. Looks like they're going to try to take advantage of some fast break issues here.
Hawley is really looking to push. Regardless of who gets the rebound, they're getting out and they're running. They're advancing it with the pass, attacking the hoop, and certainly being more of an aggressive basketball team here tonight.
You know, for all the years Bill's been doing this, Bill being Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, he's always got new wrinkles. You have 39 years. That's a lot of wrinkles.
Knowing Coach Gottenberg personally like I do, he's just one of those guys who never stops learning and he never stops working. He's the kind of guy that he asks more questions than he answers. He doesn't have to be the smartest guy in the room. He's going to ask the most questions, and that kind of probably makes him the smartest guy in the room, right? So, tremendous basketball coach. The wins and the record speak for itself, no doubt.
14-1 lead now for Hawley. 12:24 to go on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thief River unable to really get any consistency going on or rhythm of any kind offensively.
Not little better spacing here. You kind of see them. They kind of went to a different offensive flow. I don't know if it was because of a substitution, but they're moving and cutting. They're 5 out here instead of just trying to have a post on the block and jamming it in there. So different approach this possession.
Floggen picked up a dribble in the corner, just about got pinched again. And good hustle, Grace Fleming. These kids coming off the bench, they're all contributing as well. Hockett, Fleming, Downer getting rebounds. Euro step,
Nice
Kaylee
Euro
Crabtree, spinorama, and down.
Beautiful inside out. You're right. Your point about the Nuggets in their depth. I think that's what makes them dangerous here at tournament time. You're the other coach. Who do you key on? I mean, your scouting report usually only goes to about 8, right? With the Nuggets, it's got to go to that second page. So that makes them dangerous, in my opinion.
That's
spacing again, right? They're just clustered a little bit. They got to spread out, get it to a post, and kick it back out for an open shot.
Yeah, 3 girls all within about 8 feet of each other. That's too tight for sure. And we're going to tie it up for a jump ball. Hawley will get possession there. We've got a sub checking in for Thief River Falls, and Maren Espy and Olivia Hawkins coming back in, as is number 30 for Hawley, Abby Rux. Morgan Ames checks back in. She's going to send Grace Fleming to the bench. All right, where are we at? Addie Donner's looking. All right, now number 4, Haley Redding sliding in for the Nuggets as well. Lily Peterson checked in a little bit ago, number 32. We missed her at her initial on the court. Now it's 16-1 Hawley, 11:18 to go in the ball game in the first half.
Looks like the Prowlers start with some youth. Freshmen, couple sophomores. I'm wondering if, it's not the first playoff game for a few of these girls. They just need to settle in, relax, and play their game.
Yeah, they need to get a couple more rocks to go through the rim here a little bit and get off the 1. Now, they've been on the 1 just as long as they were on the 0, so definitely need to turn things up.
Hawley keeping up the defensive pressure full court. Looks just like token man. I don't know if they'll jump if the situation arises, if they're just going to work them up the court.
Thief River working around the perimeter, down inside, off the backboard. There you go. Olivia Hawkins, nice bounce pass inside. Power dribble up off the board.
I think if they get clean post touches like that, they'll get shots either for the post or inside outs. It's just always been playing pretty good defense on the pass in there. A lot of tips, a lot out of bounds.
Rux pulls up from the free throw line, knocks it down. 18-3 now. You just never know who's going to throw it up for Hawley, and when they do, the chances are a lot better that it goes in than it doesn't.
Be interested to see how Hawley's seniors play. Seniors usually have some special performances in the playoffs with Rux and Ames.
Yes, nice outside in from the top down to the bottom. Maren Espy gets a little left-handed put back there off the nice pass from up top. Redding with the ball in the corner for Hawley. Kaylee Crabtree fires one up from 3. Bam! 21-5.
You can't let her have that one. If she's open, she can get her, set her feet, take her time. That one's going in. That's a smooth driveway jumper there.
Finishes high. And we're at a good angle, too. We can tell if we think they're going in or if they're not from where we're sitting right now. We're going to get tied up here for a jump ball. Lily Peterson. Oh, no, he changed his mind there. We got a foul. Thought he signaled jump ball. We've got a foul on Lily Peterson now, her first. 7 now for Hawley. Still just 2 for Thief.
Prowlers in the bonus. I think that, if things aren't going your way, that's a good way to kind of change the game and slow it down and mix it up. Just keep being aggressive, get to the line, and almost take advantage of Hawley's defensive aggressiveness.
Especially on the free throws when you only have 2 down in the lane rebounding offensively. You've got 2 people back. That's what they've been doing, getting quick rebounds and chucking it down court. No good on the second one. Rebound, Ames. Crabtree bringing it up, surveying the court a little bit. Haley takes it in, flips it out to Peterson, drives it inside, takes it up, body contact, no good off the backboard. Hawkins comes down with the rebound for Thief River. And Abby Floggin's going to bring it down.
Defensively, the Prowlers are going to have to stop the Crabtree penetration, or the Nuggets are going to get open looks all night. Got to keep her in front of you. They spread you out 5 out. They're good at it.
Bounce pass down, tipped out of bounds. Must have been tipped by Crabtree out top. Didn't even get to Hawkins or Rux defensively.
Trying to get those post touches for the Prowlers. They got to get a clean one here. See if they can score on a blob. Going back inside.
Good backside defense here too. They can't skip the ball. They can't turn it around. They can't get it around the top either.
The Nuggets, that's kind of their trademark, right? They're so solid defensively. Whether it's half court or full court, they're a very solid basketball team.
Peterson gambled there, just about came down with the ball, just about tipped it loose. Prowlers keep it up top. Hawkins with the ball, picked up her dribble. She's in trouble now. Zips it down inside, knocked out of bounds by Redding. Good help and recovery defense here. Good off-ball defense.
Outstanding. Then on the ball, watch the active hands. I mean, the Nuggets clearly value the defensive end of the floor. They got active hands. They're touching everything, whether it's a post-entry pass or if the starting center's dead at the volleyball line. They got active hands, and they're making every pass tough.
I asked Coach Ben Lofgren about a sense of urgency right now because it's tourney time, and he said absolutely. The kids are ready to roll. Focused, getting things done. Good week of practice. And Hawkins has it downside. Looks like Ames is going to pick up a foul. Disgusted with herself, I think. Not upset with the call. Just mad that she did what she did to get nipped. Now 21-6. 8 fouls now. And only 2 for Thief.
That'll probably get her off the floor here with 2 early and a 15-point lead. Probably play it safe. Looks like Ames is going to have to come out for a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like we've got Alex Eilertson getting ready to check in and Anna Steer to come back in as well. Thief River back at the line now, up to 7. Yep, Eilertson and Steer checking in. Lily Peterson, good minutes off the bench. Ames getting another rebound at least in that shift.
That's 12 players in for the Nuggets already. 12 players in the first quarter of the game.
We haven't even played 12 minutes.
No rim there.
That free throw is not in the neighborhood. 21-7, Hawley leading. Rux over to the corner into Redding. Redding spins around close to a 3. It was a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Trista Spears. Stolen there by Rux off the backboard. Almost too hard. It gets it to go. Turnover bucket for Abby Rux.
Heads up play by Rux there. You're seeing the defensive aggressiveness out of Hawley. Even on the rebound, they're just up. They're going to make the Thief River work for it.
Hawley up 16 now. We're halfway through the first half. 8 minutes even to go. Good defense there on top. 5 seconds. Forced turnover there by Alex Eilertson. There's that defense again.
I'll tell you what, when a team makes you work for everything, it just kind of wears on you. It just, every single possession, every inch, and that's kind of what the Nuggets are doing right now. And, that's frustrating as a player and as a coach.
It's frustrating, all right. And then you go to your back pocket and see what you can pull out, and sometimes that pocket's just got a piece of lint, nothing good.
You got to attack them. That's the only way to do it.
There, turnover there. Nice job. Nice job defensively by Kendall Rantanen. She knocks it away from Eilertson, and then Eilertson retaliates and gets the foul there. So back to the free throw line. They can work their way back into this just by staying steady and trying to make something happen.
Yeah, Rantanen's a nice player there for a sophomore. Looks like she kind of runs the club once in a while. That's a nice play.
See if they can knock this lead down a little bit here in this trip down the court, shooting 2. Free throws, and there's enough time to get this thing back within spitting distance pretty easily with free throws.
I think if you're Thief River, I think you got to go small steps and just go cute. Let's just get this thing under 10 by halftime, and just kind of, you're not going to get it all back in one. So just keep chipping away, settle in. They clearly didn't have the best start, but keep getting after it, get that thing to single digits by halftime, and see what happens in the second half. Got to stop the Crabtree penetration, though.
Yep. It's like Coach Eklund used to say, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? You got to play the whole 36 minutes, and we're not even a quarter of the way through hardly.
Hey, Rux has made a handful of really nice plays tonight. Senior stepping up. It's good to see.
They've been kind of streaky, have the Hawley girls, but I think with the experience of the coaching staff, they've got quite a crew down there as coaches, and I think their mindset and their attitude and how calm and cool and collected they are almost always, it has to permeate into the girls, and they just feed off of it.
Certainly resulted in postseason success.
Rux misses a free throw, gets her own rebound.
Great hustle there by Rux.
Knocked out of bounds, and Hawley's going to hang on to the ball. 25-9 lead. Hawley over Thief River Falls.
Little screener blob here for the Nuggets. Open shot.
Alex Eilertson, smooth shot, just off. Offensive rebound, and a steer, put back, no good. Defended strongly there by Josie Johnson. Hawkins clears the rebound, and Renton brings the ball up for the Prowlers.
The Prowlers do a really nice job on the offensive glass, but defensively they've missed a few box outs. The Nuggets have a handful of offensive rebounds there. Kind of back to that 2-post, 3 out, 2 in. Need a little bit better spacing for the Prowlers. There's a great high low.
Now high low, nice job.
Great high low.
Hawkins down inside to Trista Spears. Foul, back to the line again. Clock stops, chance to pick up 2 easy ones.
Coach, you don't see a lot of 2-post offense anymore. The Prowlers got some big kids, and that's good to see. You just don't see a lot of it, so that presents kind of a unique challenge for the Nuggets.
You just don't see a lot of, sometimes even 1-post offense. So they pound it down to the block every time down at least once.
The game is everything's 5-out, dribble, drive. Everybody's a guard, and that's no doubt. Even 41 motion is kind of getting rare to see.
There they are. They pick up 1 out of 2 there. Lead is down to 14 now for Hawley. Thief River having a hard time from the field, but they're kind of swinging away and taking some jabs from the free throw line.
One of the things that I always tell our teams when we were the lower seed, and kind of that anatomy of an upset I talked about earlier. Great drive there by Rux. It's TRF, turnovers, rebounds, and free throws, and that's how you're gonna beat a team that's a higher seed or better than you. You got to win the turnover battle, which the Prowlers are not. You got to win the rebounding battle, which is probably about even right now. But the Prowlers are certainly winning the free throw battle.
Well, those are the 2 of those things is what Coach Laura Fay talked about, rebounding and not turning the ball over. So there you go with those acronyms again.
Interesting enough, TRF, Thief River Falls, Coach.
And Kylie Crabtree, baseline drive from the left side. Puts the lead out, back up to 18 now. And a foul on Thief River. Number 5, Kendall Renton picks up a foul, her second. Crabtree trying to complete the 3-point play. Used about every piece of material down there to drop that one in.
Yeah, if you win the TRF, Coach, you're going to win 90% of your basketball games. So let's see if the Prowlers can do something about that turnover margin.
Round top, free throw, 3-pointer, no good. Espy took a shot there. Now we've got another one on top for Renton. Comes up with a 3. Maybe that'll put a little lead in their pencil.
Nice step back 3 there, off the offensive rebound. The Prowlers really hit the glass on the old glass.
Kylie Crabtree out top, comes off of the screen from Eilertson, gets it to Eilertson, tried to, and they'd lose the ball out of bounds there.
One thing about the deficit is 16, what makes it tough to kind of mix it up defensively. You can't exactly sit 2-3 zone with it, when you're down 16. So it looks like the Prowlers will probably have to stick the man.
Well, especially with Hawley, the way they control the ball and their fundamentals, that when they get their weave going on top, it's Katie bar the door, and good luck.
Nice back screen there by 35. It's a great play. Nice clean one.
Good recovery defense by Lily Peterson. They bounce it down into Hawkins, and Rux had a lot of pressure on the backside there, and she leaned into her, and Brooks had backed away, and she shuffled her feet. Got a turnover there. 29-13, Hawley leads, 5:37 to go in the first half. Section 8-2A, North half, girls basketball.
Interesting that the Section 8-2A cross brackets, they're so that the North will play the South next. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Grace Fleming, nice take. 31-13.
Winner of this will take on the winner of the Perm Yellow Jackets and the Breckenridge Cowgirls. That's going to be a really good game down there tonight in Perm. Interested to see that score. Also, the Barnesville-Monaga game. I think that's going to be an interesting one. As Monaga's kind of that odd team out where the section's got all Heart of Lake schools, but that's a team with a lot of pedigree as well.
Kylie Crabtree picks a pocket of SB, takes it down, puts in a layup. We've got another timeout. Thief River Falls, 33-13, 20-point lead for Hawley. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
The purpose of the Hawley Nuggets Booster Club is to support and promote athletic activities at Hawley High School by uniting students, parents, coaches, faculty, staff, and the community in a way that enhances the sharing of school spirit and promotes moral and financial support. The club is open to anyone interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School. Please consider becoming a member of the Hawley Nuggets Booster Club today by visiting HawleyBoosters.com. Go Nuggets!
On your Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard, Hawley 33, Thief River Falls 13. Thief has had a tough time getting 2-point baskets to fall. They do have 1-3. That's a game of turnovers right now. Thief River with a bunch and not many at all for Hawley.
Cool 1-4 high set play here for the Prowlers. Get that post touch, and the Nuggets are doubling regardless of who gets it.
Nice passing there to get an open shot. Open look from the right side for Thief. No good. Tied up on the rebound. Thief is going to hang on to the ball. That was a nice little passing sequence.
Yeah, I think if Thief River Falls can just get clean post touches, they can have those inside-out jump shots. They just haven't had enough clean ones. They're a good screening team, though. I've just had a number of good screens. Flex screens, back screens, and on their blobs as well.
Ball's up top. Thief River takes the two. Long two-pointer for Josie Johnson. Nice shot. Nice confident stroke there.
Didn't get the first one, got the second one on the same trip. Now they're getting out and harassing the Nuggets a little bit.
Yes, they are. Putting on a little three-quarter court pressure. Izzy Steer off the bench. 3. Bam! That's big time right there by the 8th grader.
Like to see an 8th grader not shy. She's taken 2 shots tonight. Didn't hesitate on either one. Confident player, obviously.
8th grader.
Coach, what were you doing in 8th grade? I know I wasn't starting on the basketball team.
No, I was sniffing a little bit on the B squad, but that's about it. And a turnover for Thief River Falls. Another one. They're getting well past the double-digit mark here now on turnovers in the first half. That's going to have to change in order for their fortunes to change.
I think that was the first thing Coach Fay said, right? We got to limit our turnovers. We've had some issues with that.
Absolutely.
Looks like they might go a little 2-3 zone here.
They're going to extend it out, too.
Yep.
If Hawley keeps their spacing, they're going to get open looks like that. Lily Peterson, no good with that.
Whoa.
Izzy Steer tried to keep it alive. Rebound yanked away and held on to by Trista Spears for the Prowlers. Johnson, left side. She's in her rhythm now. They better get a hand on her. Nice job, Josie Johnson.
Quick ones off the bench there for Johnson. That's great. I love this approach here for Thief River Falls. They're going to pass to the guards but fall back into a 2-3. Kind of
Ames, right baseline. No good. Knocked out of bounds off the rebound by Thief River Falls. Checking in for Thief River, we have Brianna Myers, Carleen Wild, and Abby Floggen comes back in. Kaylee Crabtree to inbound for Hawley. Oh, nice play. Fleming unable to complete on the blob. 3-pointer Steer.
There's too many offensive rebounds for the Nuggets. If you're Thief River Falls, you can't give them 3 chances. That's just is not going to be good for you. Steer with another one. Great back cut.
Nice back door down the baseline.
Thief River's gone to a couple of 1-4 high sets now. See if they can have.
They're getting looks too.
Yeah, see, I think just pulling the Nuggets away from the basket a little bit with how much they're surrounding the posts.
There they get a steal.
I like that move by Coach Fay, no doubt.
Carlene Wild just yanks it away from Crabtree.
You called it early, Coach. It's physical, so we're going to go 1-4 high here. Set a few screens.
Espy has it down low. Nice little fadeaway. Not enough. Not enough juice to get that one to the rim. Cleared away by Ames. 10 fouls, Hawley. 4 for Thief River. We've got a late whistle there. Fleming got drilled there, knocked down. They're going to throw a foul at Ava Waldall there. Ava's got her first foul. That's only 5 with 2 minutes to go in the first half for Thief. And Hawley all the way up to 10 plus right now.
I like what Fleming brings to this Nuggets team. As the season's kind of progressed, she's had a little bit bigger role, it seems like, later in the season. She's spunky. She's got some fight. She's undersized. It attacks the glass. She can shoot it, kind of knows her role. I like what she brings.
She's a really athletic girl, plays volleyball and softball as well. I think the key for her right now at this juncture, what she didn't have earlier in the year, is confidence.
Sure. It's a big thing. It's a powerful thing.
And she drains both of those. 41-17. Hawley spreading that baby out again. It's up to 24. Braden, was that correct math? 24-point lead? All right. Braden approves. All right.
I couldn't do math like that. Needs grade either, Coach.
Flogan has the ball on top for the Prowlers now.
I think you're going to see a flex cut here. Yeah, that's been open a few times. That wasn't their best screen of the night, but I think they can get some action there. Hawley doesn't switch them.
That's a nice running layup there with the wrong hand coming up there up from the left side with the right hand for Kaylee Crabtree.
Wrong hand, wrong foot. Doesn't matter for the Crabtrees. They're skilled kids that can finish.
Ball up top now. Johnson has it. Passes inside. Just wasn't open from that. Wild wasn't open there. She threw it in anyways. Thought they'd gotten that pass earlier, but 2 defenders for Hawley there. Now they forced a turnover on the Prowlers. That's been their sore thumb tonight for sure.
Thief River Falls has shown some versatility in how they can attack. They just 1-4 high to 5 out, 3 out, 2 in. They've showed some. Not many teams can do all that. So kudos to them. I wonder if they're just kind of searching for the right thing, see if they can find a spark.
Good, strong defensive rebound by Waldall there. We'll see if Thief River can get a good, strong possession here. Dribble drive, dump it down to the block. Spacing again, a little bit of an issue.
There it is again. Just they can't get clean post touches, and I think if they could, it would really help their offense. But, credit the Nuggets there on their post D.
That's scouting. That's scouting and teaching and coaching, getting your kids prepared.
Little ring around the rosy play there for the Prowlers.
No good. Short off the rim. Rux peels it down, forces it up, kicks it to Kaylee Crabtree. Short jumper, right corner.
Beautiful stuff.
Bam.
Beautiful.
Stop and pop, baby. 45-17. We're under 30 seconds in the first half.
I think when the Crabtree girls are hitting and the shots are falling, it's going to be tough for anybody in the section. We've talked about how wide open this section is and the number of teams that could win it.
And that goes back to Heart of Lakes basketball, too. Oh, nice save. Athletic move, Anna Steer.
Coach Anna Steer is playing wide receiver tonight. That's over-the-shoulder catch there, showing our athletic ability on full display.
Three-pointer by Frazee. Frazee by Flogan at the buzzer. That cuts the lead to 47-20 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're going to come back after break with some halftime stats and a few comments about what's shaking with the ball game. Stay tuned, folks.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, and natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call Community Co-op today, 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. Community Co-op, your co-op in your community.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Hawley Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization focused on providing grants for classroom impact in the Hawley School District. The purpose of the foundation is to provide capital to advance, promote, and enhance educational programs for Hawley teachers and students. The foundation invites you to contribute by going to www.hawleyedfoundation.org and donating to the Hawley Education Foundation. Our students deserve the best, and with your donations we can make that happen.
We're back in Hawley at the gold mine. Peter Natz with Jed Carlson. We're going to have a little rundown here at halftime scoring. Leading the way for Hawley, Kaylee Crabtree has 13. Then we've got 8 points for Izzy Steer off the bench, 8th grader. 5'8", 8th grader. Nice first half for her. Abby Rux, senior forward, she's got 7. 7 also for Kylie Crabtree. 4 apiece for Grace Fleming and Anna Steer. And 2 points apiece for Morgan Ames and Rudy Hockett. What's Hawley been doing well so far, Jed?
You know, I think the defensive energy that they've brought, that's really setting the tone. Full court, extending, getting their hands on stuff. They're really pushing after they rebound the basketball. And their offensive rebounds have been really good as well. So, and then they're hitting shots. And I think, you know, the first 3 to 5 minutes of the second half is going to be really important for both clubs. If you're Hawley, you want to come out with that same intensity. That's hard to do when you're up 27. Right, and if you're Thief River Falls, you want to show that you're not going away, you know, and make a little 5-0, 6-0 run to start the half and stay in it, keep your kids in it.
Well, 14 points off the bench for Hawley in the first half is huge. They had 12 different kids on the court by the time we got 8 minutes in, halfway through the first half. So definitely good things and good mojo for the Nuggets here. Leading the way for the Prowlers of Thief River Falls, Kendall Rantanen, she's got 5, 4 apiece for Abby Floggen and Josie Johnson. 3 for Olivia Hawkins down inside. She's got a 3-point play, 2-pointer and a conventional free throw for that. And 2 points for Maren Espy. And we've got 1 point apiece for Ava Waldall and Trista Spears. Now, the name of the game for Thief has been too many turnovers. They've had the opportunity at the free throw line to keep this a lot closer. Haven't connected well enough on the free throws, so they got to come up with some of that, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, and they're going to need a little outside shooting in the second half. I'd like to see them get away from the 2 posts on the block. You know, they're 3 out, 2 in motion. Go back to that 1-4 high or even 1 post, no post, just because Hawley is doing such a good job of making that post catch difficult, surrounding them. They're not kind of getting what they want out of it. You saw when they got a little high-low, post-to-post there, and do some of those things when you get your post at the elbow. pull Hawley away from the blocks, and then you can attack the rim and get some inside-out threes. I think that's what Thief River needs to do in the second half.
Okay, we're going to take a break here pretty quick, but we've got Bo, who's got Prince wrapping out through the PA system here tonight. Be sure you stick around for the post-game show, folks. We're going to have the RDK player of the game. We are going to have the Enbridge Energy player of the game, two different individual awards for the game. And we will have the halftime or the game summary brought to you by Benedictine Living out of Ada. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back after a quick break.
Nugget Sports Now with YourLiveEvent.com. More information from the Hawley School and Athletic Departments is featured on 106.5 KRJB each week. Join us for Hawley School News Thursdays at 1:15 on 106.5 KRJB. And the Hawley coaches are featured in the KRJB Coaches Corner program. It begins Saturdays at 9 a.m. The Hawley coaches are featured at approximately 10:45. Hawley School Athletics and Events with 106.5 KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Heart of Lakes Meats is a proud supporter of the Heart of Lakes Conference. Thanks to all Heart of Lakes school districts, coaches, and student athletes for their hard work and adaptability through this winter season. The future looks brighter knowing we can face challenges together. The best way out is always through, and we believe we will come out of these challenges strong. Heart of Lakes Meats is a USDA-inspected meat processing plant located in Pelican Rapids. We support our local farmers and community any way we can. Good luck to all Heart of Lakes Conference teams from Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids.
Some sunshine and some warmer temps. Getting ready here to look ahead to spring. And this update from Norman County Implement, only one remaining Willrich 50-foot field cultivator. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing on this one remaining Willrich 50-foot field cultivator. It's on the lot and ready for spring work from Norman County Implement. They thank you for your business. And don't forget the recent trades of Grain Vac and the new Unverfirth seed tender available from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Okay, we're back at halftime. With a minute 30 to go in halftime, and we're going to cover a couple things here. In other action in 8-2A basketball, Breckenridge is leading Perham at the half, 26-18. So that's a big deal. And Jed, things are going well for us tonight. We're doing a nice job. Anybody want to say hi to?
Yeah, there's a lot of fun. I tell you what, my three kids at home, Ava, Jace, and Maya, they say they're going to watch Dad tonight. So if you're watching, awesome. Go to bed. It's bedtime.
Bedtime. This is a NFH at your place. No fun house.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to come back in a minute with second half action. Stay tuned, folks. 47-20. Hawley leads Thief River.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck Nuggets from the Hawley Public Schools.
The Hawley Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics with various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball and softball scoreboards, donations to the dance and wrestling teams, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available on monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit HawleyBoosters.com for more information.
Well, come back to the gold mine. Hawley leads by 27 at the half. 8-2-8 tournament action. Quick turnover. Flogging up. Renton comes up with that, and she turns it over on the other end. Kaylee Crabtree pushes up. She's going to take it to the basket anyway. Not a good decision. They're going to get Hawkins for a foul there. I don't know about that one, Jed.
I'm not sure, but you can see that Thief River Falls is going to come out and play 2-3 zone. They extended the top. Hawley turned it over right away. Steer with the mistake, but then she makes up for it on the other end with getting it right back for her club.
Hustle. You make a mistake, hustle back and play defense. Two things you can always do in basketball: play defense and hustle. Right, Allie?
Tell you what, a steal and a score would have been big there, I think, for the Prowlers just to start off the half like that. Too bad they couldn't convert on the other end.
Instead, it goes back the other way with 2 points the wrong way for Thief River Falls. 49-20 now. Kaylee Crabtree now has 15 in the game. Inside to Hawkins. Indecision there. She's lucky that one went in. When they hesitate, it usually doesn't go down.
Yeah, I'd like to see her just be aggressive and shoot that. I'm not sure the hesitation from 4 feet. I think coach probably wants her to take that shot.
Every time. Anna Steer now drives it down to the free throw line, kicks it to Kaylee Crabtree. Uh-oh. Things are getting hot now.
Little mojo in that shot, too, with a little backpedal look at the crowd. The Crabtree girls are feeling it. Inside out, created by Anna Steer. It's beautiful offense.
Oh, man, that's a thing of beauty. You know, that's something that came from nothing but absolute dedication and hard work for the Crabtree girls.
A lot of driveway shooting there.
Long three by Renton, no good. Doesn't draw iron. Hits the baseline out of bounds, so.
Thief River's going to leave their 2 guards up and extend and pressure just a little bit, but playing 2-3 zone on the back end. I like that approach. See if you can get Hawley to be impatient and make a mistake or two.
Steer using their speed, taking advantage of that. Speed and athleticism, a little sidestep, gets a hip check from Trista Spears. Spears picks up her second foul. Now, Falls a different scene here in the start of the second half. 2 for Thief, 0 for Hawley. Crabtree taking her time getting it in. Tried to find something cute, instead gets it in nice and solid. Good bounce pass across the lane. Rux kicks it to Kylie Crabtree. Oh, boy. Bam.
One of those kind of nights for the Crabtree, shooting it inside out, feeling it. That's going to be tough for Thief River Falls.
A long night just got a little bit longer, especially if that other Crabtree heats up as much as Kaylee does. All right. Oh, the little contact down low. That's all right. This is a big girls game. Another one off the backboard. No good. Too strong for Hawkins. Ames hustles. Force. That's just hard work there, getting after the ball and being smart. Don't reach for it. Stay. Thief River knocks it out of bounds.
I like the move there by Hawkins, being aggressive. I think that's a good look. I think that's what they need. Taking advantage of that, and Hawley's certainly playing some good post defense. Ames is just a grinder, and she's going to get rewarded here on the other end.
Oh, yeah. It's great spacing. Backdoor cut from the back wing all the way down to the block. Inadvertent screen by Rux. That was sweet.
She is a baseline scorer. I tell you what, every time I see Ames score, it's a baseline jumper of some sort.
Hawkins, offensive rebound, goes back out. Now she's getting after. She's just getting mad. There she goes. Hawkins knocks that one in.
Letting them play down by the basket, coach.
Tournament time, baby. That's what they do. They let them play down low, and then you get to the state tournament, they don't call anything. Oh, Crabtree just went cold. Misses
that might
a three.
Have been the first miss of the game for
Offensive rebound. There you go. Offensive rebound for Rux. Put back.
Hawley's doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass all night against they're undersized against Thief River Falls, and they're just attacking it. Here's the 1-4 high stuff I want to see. See if they can take advantage.
Oh, tipped there defensively by Rux. Rux giving up quite a bit in height there. Oh, Hawkins off balance.
Great finish there.
Switched it around the side. No rim, no backboard.
You notice Hawley just comes right back, though, right? You got to get back on defense if you're Thief River Falls, even when you score it.
There's no basking in the glory of a two-point play, is there?
No, sir.
All right, 21 checks in. Ava Waldall for Thief River Falls. She sends her teammate Trista Spears off to the bench. Take a little break. 59-26. Hawley's sticking it to Thief River pretty good here. Hawkins has the ball right elbow. Flips it over left side. Corner now. Espy takes it around the top into the lane, kicks it out. No good. Quick hands, athletic move. This is a foot race that Anna Steer's going to win, but she can't complete the layup. Oh, man.
Nice finish there. Beautiful.
Offensive rebound, right hand reverse layup with the on the wrong side spin.
Great play, defensive play by Steer. She didn't finish, but kind of an awkward fall there. Hopefully she's all right.
Yep. Looked like she held her foot up in the air with her ankle that's been bothering her, but she seems to be okay. Kaylee Crabtree put a little behavior on that reverse layup, didn't she?
Little English.
Rucks down court. Great pass, Crabtree. Other Crabtree. Kylie, three. Bam!
The inside-out threes, very, very high percentage, not just for those two, but the whole Nugget squad.
Timeout. Hawley's making this one a runaway, 64-26. We got a timeout on the court. Community Co-op Energy Solutions bringing you the scoreboard.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email jennifer@hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Hey, we're back on the gold mine. Hawley really taking it to Thief River Falls, 64-26 right now, 13:35 to go in the second half. Other scores, Monaga 38-27 over Barnesville, and Breckenridge still leading Perham 30-25.
Fresh line change for the Nuggets. 5 fresh bodies. Be interesting to see if Coach Gomberg has to go back to his starting 5 at all, or if the second line and this 5 and even deeper than that can kind of take this thing home.
Well, Izzy Steer, the 8th grader, 8 points off the bench. She's nursing a pretty badly sprained ankle. I've got her in Phi Ed class. We've been doing some rehab and icing and exercising on that during the day and before practice. So she's working on that. And Anna Steer also has an ankle that's kind of tweaked a little bit. Eilertson, 3, left side, rolls it right in. You know, it's a soft touch when they hit the side of the rim and it just kind of swirls in.
And those are big for the Nuggets with the second group out there to get the confidence going that they can kind of either keep this lead or extend it. And I'd say those 2 ankles you mentioned on the Steer girls are 2 pretty important ankles.
They are, absolutely. And if they don't have to come back in the game, Bill's going to keep them on the bench. If he wants to get them back in, I know there's 3 or 4 assistant coaches there. They're going to say, nope, they need to stay here. We need them next week. We need them Friday.
The Nuggets are really active on the post. I thought they were maybe just doubling Hawkins, but they're getting after everybody, regardless of position when it gets down there. And the Prowlers just haven't been able to kind of pass out of it. Great lob entry there.
There we go. Thief River knocking it down inside. 2 points there for. Let's see. That was Brooklyn Browse. Her first 2 points of the night. Okay. Wraparound bounce pass in the lane. Lots of traffic in there. Fortunately for Hawley, it gets kicked out of bounds, or kicked by Thief River. Lily Peterson to inbound the ball on the blob for Hawley. Chucks it out to midcourt. Eilertson with the ball, getting the Hawley ladies set up. A little lazy with that pass. Telegraphed it, and then it was a long pass too, so she's got to be quicker with that.
Browse with a little senior energy there with the finish, and then a couple of plays defensively to get her hands on basketballs. Senior kind of one last gasp here.
All right, Hawley getting a little careless here. They've got to tighten things up a little bit, calm things down. Lily Peterson on top. Ooh, nice pump fake. Nice shot fake. Redding on top. Well, Thief River Falls picking up the defensive intensity for sure. There's some energy there. And Fleming powers it up.
Fleming's really active in the interior there as a guard flashing. She got about 3 different touches on that possession. I like what she brings to the table. Nuggets just have so many kids that can handle the basketball. I know if you look on the floor right now, I don't think you'd call any of those girls a true point guard, but they all kind of share those duties when the Crabtrees are off the floor.
And I think that's a credit to not only them, but to Coach Gottenberg that they all can play those positions and they all can play all positions. Interchangeable.
Very
Scramble for a rebound there. Finally comes down. Eilertson says, I'll take it up here. Get it out here.
Fleming with the hustle play again.
Hockett down low. Good move. Nice unselfish pass to Redding on the right side. Redding rattled halfway down and popped out. She got robbed on that one.
The Nuggets passing tonight has been impressive. Inside out all over the place. It's been really good. You hit a shooter right in the hip pocket, most of the time that's going down.
Call the cops. Redding got robbed on that one.
She's capable of getting hot, too. I've seen Redding hit back-to-back threes a few times this season.
Thief River dumps it down low. A lot of contact there. Could have got a foul on Hockey. No. Browse with another rebound there.
She's playing with a lot of energy right now. Good for her. The senior playing like a senior right now.
Fouls on number 4. Haley Redding picks up her first foul. 1 foul for Hawley now. Still just 3 for Thief River as well. We're down on inside 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Now we've got to have an energy player of the game afterwards, and we have a player of the game as well. So you keep that Enbridge Energy player of the game idea, the one you're thinking about, you keep that nice and fresh, Jed.
That sounds good. There's a lot of candidates for that one in this game.
Rebound cleared by Eilertson. Gets it to Downer. Downer's going to push it up for Hawley. Hawley sets up in a good spacing. Down inside, Faith Rustad getting her first action in several weeks. Haley Redding, 3. A little strong off the rim. Hockett.
Great rebound there.
Lost the rebound there. Taken away by Ava Waldal. Nice strong rebound by Waldal. Espy has the ball up on top. Oh, just about lost her pivot. Able to keep it. Browse has the ball on top. Get it back to Espy.
Get that ball to Browse inside.
There you go. Nice passing. Good job. And when they turn into their shooting hand, it seems like a lot of times it's a little bit strong on the shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just something I noticed or if I made it up or if it's actually legitimate.
Yeah, that left shoulder move, that's oftentimes if it's going to be anything, it's going to be strong. Carrying your momentum into it.
Hey, I had a lucky guess there. Downer zigzag there, dribbled off her own foot, goes out of bounds. She's acting like it. Maybe she thought it went off of Thief River's foot, but I think it was hers. 68-29, Hawley leading Thief River Falls.
See a little flex cut here. A couple of them. There's Browse again. Just the spacing. You see the spacing is just not quite right for Thief River tonight.
Not enough. They're all too close. Browse doesn't care.
She's playing well right now. It's good to see. It's good to see seniors play well. Playoff time.
SB hounding Hawley in the backcourt. Didn't move her feet there. Peterson got around her pretty easily. Nice bounce path. Rustad. Oh, Hockett. 1-2 punch right there.
The old short corner dive against the zone. It's tried and true. It's going to be there, and that was a great pass. If I'm Thief River, I think I'm going to Browse again. She's a hot hand. Get her the ball. Get her some touches. Good look there.
Oh, nice pass. Rustad kicks it out. Free throw line. Hockett. Oh, no good. Yeah, Alex Eilerson fighting for the rebound there. Knocked it off her left hand out of bounds. Ball 2. Thief River Falls checking back in. Kendall Rentonen for the Prowlers.
mentioned it in the pregame, but how nice is it to have playoff basketball? I think we all in November weren't sure that was going to happen, and it's just a great thing, and it's just going to keep getting better. High school, college, I think we're all ready for that.
March Madness is coming on. There's Ava Waldal. Nice baseline turnaround jump shot. Maybe that was the turning into it with your shooting hand. Maybe helped her with the strength on that one. Good shot. Well, it was a theory anyway. It held true on the first one, and then the second one, shot it all to heck.
Hawley staying patient on the offensive end. Skip passes and finding that high post open.
Discipline and fundamentals. Every one of the players on the court here is coming off the bench, and they still have the discipline to be patient, pass the ball, keep their spacing, work the clock.
And Browse continues to play with really a lot of energy. Cross-court pass, goes and gets it, gets a tip there. She's playing like she doesn't want to be done.
No. She's probably going to get as much time as she wants here running out here as a senior. 7:29 to go. We're at running time now, 70-33. Hawley with the lead over Thief River Falls. Hawley's going to be pretty patient here. Work the ball around, make sure they either get a layup or a wide open shot. Nice, easy. There's a nice, easy shot for Eilerton. Good rhythm, too, unable to get it. Rusted comes down with a strong offensive rebound, keeps it alive. 3 defenders there for Thief River, and Espy comes up with it.
Great rebound. Just got to secure that thing.
Been a good time to chin the ball and spin a time or two and wait for a little help. Wait for some friendlies to come on in.
Here comes another line change for the Nuggets.
Okay, we've got Paige Blakeway, Talon Ranstrom. Oh, we do see Isabel Steer back in, and we have Emma Brookshire checking in for Hawley.
Brookshire's a nice-looking young post. I mean, she's got good moves. She can finish around the basket. Got really good size for a freshman.
6'2", ninth grader. She came in the other night and did a really nice job in their last game in backup role. Seemed to be fairly confident, and so she's not very timid at all for a freshman. She does a nice job.
Certainly has a bright future in this program.
She's gotten a ton of time with the JV, and that's just Bill does a nice job of developing talent and stuff like that. We've got a timeout on the court here, 70-33. We're going to take a 30-second break, then come on back.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Bull Offering's got MC Hammer going. Can't touch this. That's the way it is right now for Hawley. That's what they're saying to Thief River Falls. Can't touch this. 70-33. Huge lead. 6 minutes to go. 6:11 to go exactly. We've got running time on the clock. 2 fouls for Hawley, 3 for Thief. They're going to let this one run out. The referees are going to be liberal with the calls. Let's stop the bleeding. Let's get this over with. Let's not get anybody banged up or hurt. Call it if it's necessary. Let's get her going.
Yep, and you're going to see, the Nuggets they're just thinking about getting out of here healthy, right? It's a good experience for everybody. It's nice to get your young players on the court in a playoff game, get them that experience, but your mind's starting to shift to the next one and making sure you got all hands on deck.
Jean Olson with the ball now. Jeannie Olson, I believe, for Thief River Falls. Back on top. Browse still in the game. They bump it down. Blakeway plays good defense. Brookshire steps in. Could have got a foul called on her. Browse powered it up.
I think you mentioned that they might be a little lenient on the calls.
Yeah, we've got a jump ball here, and it's going to go in favor of Hawley. Check in for Thief River Falls now, Drew Harbot. She sends Kendall Rantanen to the bench. Long night for the Prowlers.
Good experience, though, for Rantanen as a sophomore guard, kind of running the club. She did some nice things out here, and she'll be better for it next year when she gets in the playoffs.
Just now watch these young girls coming off the bench, how they pass the ball. They're crisp passes. They're firm. They're placed correctly, too. Brookshire lost it. She just saved her bacon there. Just get it out of here.
Hawley's got good post movement against the zone, too.
All right. Brookshire could have squared up a little bit more on that one, but she got a nice look at it. Jump ball. That's going to head back the other way for Thief. Checking in now, Carleen Wild for Thief River and Olivia Hawkins.
One of the toughest things as a coach is taking out that senior for the last time, right? You know, it's just the emotions kind of hit you when you know it's your last game and you know it's their last game, and because you care about these kids and you spend so much time with them. You're almost like family, and that's always a tough one. You know that all too well, Coach.
It's tough. The end of it doesn't matter when it ends. When it ends, it's oftentimes final for the seniors. Baseline drive there for Thief River. Hawkins has it at the top of the key.
Great
Over
play.
to Espy again. To steal there by Izzy Steer. Takes it down. Ooh, she hits the wall hard.
Similar athleticism to her sister, right? I mean, they can just do so many things. They can run, they get their hands on things, they can finish, they can pass, shoot, play multiple positions. I think you're going to see, the Steer girls out on the floor together a lot in the future.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Maren Espy picks up her first foul of the night there. 4 on Thief River. Izzy Steer a little short on the first free throw. She goes by Izzy all day long at school, but I see on the roster it's Isabel. Hopefully we get a little leeway here. And Izzy knocks down number 2.
Nice night for her in her first career playoff game. Really nice night, limited minutes.
Yeah, what are you going to do with the Enbridge Energy player? You got Fleming, Steer off the bench, Fleming off the bench. Good defensive play, block steal. That's one of my favorite things to see in basketball right there. Emma Brookshire.
Love it. Keep it alive for your club.
Faith Rustad, she drops a little Drano from the left corner. Long 2, her first points in quite a while. Beautiful shot.
You're seeing a lot of junior varsity players out here that played for a team that didn't lose a game this year, right? So, I mean, this group of kids is ready to take the next step, and they're not playing a lot of varsity minutes right now, but that's because the kids in front of them are quality kids, and they'll be ready when it's their turn.
Coach Gottenberg is flirting with close to 635, 640 wins. As JV coach, he's got over 400 earlier this year, so he's at about 415 or 412. That 400 wins, that's averaging 20 wins for 20 years.
Unbelievable. The longevity, the consistency of this program is on display, and credit to those two guys and what they're able to do with getting their teams to play at a high level. You mentioned just fundamentally sound. They do things right. They treat kids right. They're both class acts.
Well, you look at the rest of the staff. Chris Baxter, getting close to retirement age as a teacher, he's got as much energy as the kids do. And he's an elementary phy ed teacher. He's from Indiana originally, played basketball at Moorhead State University in the 70s. We've got Brianne Gottenberg Marshall, Bill's daughter on the staff, and we've got Allison Brenna, who's a standout for DGF for 3 or 4 years of her high school career, and she's got a year in of college ball at Moorhead State.
Yes, I coached against Allison Brennan. She was a nightmare. She could really shoot it and play for DGF. They got a lot of experience, a lot of good coaches, a lot of good players. Talk about Mr. Baxter's energy. I think he brings that to kindergarten phy ed class too.
Yeah, he does. It's been a blessing to get him back in the classroom full time, and the kids love him. He loves the kids. And when he is eligible for retirement, I'm not sure he's going to roll with it. He might stick around for a while. He does a great job with that and has a blast, and the kids love him. He's a great fit. So things are going good here in Hawley as well in the school and on the scoreboard, 73-36. Hawley putting a pasting on the Prowlers right now. 2:15 to go with running time. Stay tuned for our post-game show, guys. It's we're going to have a rundown, a couple players of the game for whatnot, and the Benedictine Living game summary coming up. 2:14 to go.
I hope we find out the Nuggets opponent while we're still here live, so that's going to be a big one, whether it's Perm or Breck. Perm got Hawley twice this year. They always say it's tough to beat a team 3 times. And the Cowgirls and Hawley split on identical scores, 57-39 both times. So, interesting matchups either way for the Nuggets in the next one.
I was surprised with that when Brett came up here. We put a whipping on him. It was just a reversal of fortunes from the first game. Paige Blakeway takes it up. She's fouled. She's going to go try to get 2 on the free throw line. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that is. And Perm was just here. TJ Super's team was very well prepared and put a whipping on the Nuggets. So, it's up for grabs, man.
Yeah, this section is deep. The conference is deep. They know each other so well. You know, I know one thing. I wouldn't want to have to prepare to to go against Coach Godberg 3 times. He's going to have something for you. He's going to have a wrinkle. I know that from experience. When I coached against him in Moorhead, they came into our gym and beat us, and the guy can just flat out coach, and he's ready. He's going to be ready for you. So it'll be a great game. Fortunately for the Nuggets, it's here, getting the 2 seed.
Home court is big in the playoffs. It's proved to be one of the factors tonight, but not the deciding factor for sure. Turnovers on Thief River Falls. Hot start for Hawley was the name of the game tonight.
Yeah, the way the Nuggets came out early, they just didn't allow Thief River to hang in there. I think Thief River needed that fast start to put a little pressure on them, and then everything's tight, and the shots don't fall, and then you can kind of snowball that thing and have some success, but they weren't able to do it tonight.
Nice entry pass from Rustad down to Brookshire. Brookshire does 2 pivots on her foot, takes it up, gets fouled. She's going to be able to shoot 2 here. 26 seconds to go on the running clock. Get a chance to get her up on the scoreboard. There she goes.
Nice.
Get her in the book.
Nice stroke for a 6'2" freshman from the foul line.
Yeah, she loves basketball. Acts like she knows what she's doing right there too, huh?
See her name in the newspaper there with those 2 in a playoff game as a freshman. That's awesome. Congratulations to her.
And with that, that's going to be congratulations to the Nuggets. Big game tonight with the win, 77-38 over the Thief River Falls Prowlers. We're going to come back after a break. We've got the Heart of Lakes Meets post-game show. We've got the Benedictine Player of the Game. We've got Enbridge Energy Solutions Player of the Game. We've got all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned, guys.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Providing construction services to the area, it's Four Corners Construction of Ada. Call Neil Miller, 218-790-5436 at Four Corners Construction for all your general building construction, remodeling projects, and new building construction. Four Corners is ready to get to work on your home, farm, or commercial business. Windows, gutters, seamless siding, roofing, and more. Let Four Corners take care of all your construction needs. Call Neil Miller at Four Corners Construction, 218-790-5436.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Okay, we're back in the gym here, 77-38. Hawley putting a whipping on the Thief River Falls Prowlers tonight. It was a game. This is our game summary from Benedictine Living. And Jed, it was turnovers, and it was a rebounding game for the Hawley tonight.
Yeah.
Turnovers for Thief, rebounding for Hawley.
Sure was. And I think, the turnovers early, too. It wasn't just that they had turnovers. It was just that, 12 right away in double digits at halftime. And then I think, with the size advantage that Thief River Falls had, they couldn't quite keep Hawley off the glass on offensively. So those were 2 big factors that led the Nuggets to play with a little higher energy and get out to a big victory today.
Okay, this postgame is sponsored by Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids, just off Highway 9 in the Industrial Park. They have a variety of quality heat and eat, fresh and frozen meat items available for sale. Check them out the next time you're in the area. Give them a call at 218-863-MEAT for more information. Okay, thank you, Heart of Lakes Meats, for sponsoring this show. And we're going to have a little scoring rundown here, and then we'll move on to a couple other things here. Let's see. Victorious Hawley Nuggets, led by Kaylee Crabtree with 20. Following that up, Kylie Crabtree, her sister, 13, so 33 from the Crabtree sisters. Nice game there. They had 20 at the half, another 13 in the second half. Abby Rux had 9. Isabel Steer, 8th grader, 9 also off the bench. 5 for Grace Fleming off the bench. 4 apiece. I think we've got 2 kids with 3 with 4. Anna Steer, Morgan Ames, and Rudy Hockett, all 4 points there. 3 points for Alex Eilertson. 2 for Emma Brookshire off the bench. Drained her 2 free throws at the end of the game. Just smooth automatic stroke there. And 2 for Paige Blakeway off of 2 free throws. And Faith Rusted had a really smooth jump shot from deep left corner. And that's the scoring for Hawley. And final scoring here for Thief River Falls. 5 apiece for Marin Espy and Kendall Rantanen and Brooklyn Browse. And we've got 9. They were led by Hawkins. She got a few here more in the second half. Get her up to the leading scorer for the ball game for Thief River. 4 apiece for Josie Johnson and Abby Floggen. 3 points for Ava Waldall. And cleaning it up, Sydney Ryerson, post player, ended up with 2 off the bench. So with that, we're going to come back with the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll talk about that. We've got the RDK Player of the Game coming up as well. So stay tuned on the Heart of Lakes Meets post-game show.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Back in the Heart of Lakes Meets post-game show and the Benedictine Living game summary, where Jed's going to come up and give us a Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we all want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Okay, Jed, first game doing color. What do you got for the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game?
On my first game, I'm going to go with a little bit of a cop-out here. I got to take 2. So we got co-players of the game, co-Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. From the Nuggets, we're going to go with Grace Fleming, just for how active she was in the interior and doing all the little things for her team. And then we got to go with Izzy Steer as well. As an 8th grader to come off the bench, without hesitation, 9 points in limited minutes. I thought she really gave the team a spark in the first half, and those 2 kids were vital to the success of the Nuggets tonight. So congratulations to those 2.
Definitely a big night for those 2 kids off the bench tonight. That's the name of the game. Bill Gottenberg plays a ton of kids each and every night, and that's just how it went. The RDK Player of the Game, here we go. If you're thinking about upgrading your planner, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro, Drayton, North Dakota, to learn more about available rebates and financing. Again, RDK Enterprises, planter.com, planterdoc.com. Okay, and our RDK Player of the Game, that's going to go to Kaylee Crabtree. She was hot early and hot often and took care of things. She had 3 3-pointers, and they were all from major long range, and she was, I believe, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So a big night for Kaylee Crabtree. What can you say about Kaylee Crabtree tonight?
I'll tell you what, both the Crabtrees getting inside-out threes tonight. They were shooting it with confidence, and it was fun to see. You know, you need them to continue that because when they're hot, that's tough. It makes it really difficult on the opponent because they can, if you come out on tight on them, they can go by you, they can score, they can create for their teammates. And I think we should probably salute the seniors for Thief River Falls, Brooklyn Browse, Sydney Ryerson, and Trista Spears. You know, with the Nuggets advancing there, it's always tough to see some careers end, but they did a great job. And just one more observation as we sit here in the empty gym looking at Coach Gottenberg picking up the chairs and doing all the dirty work. Just a humble man and a tireless worker, and it's awesome to see.
You know, that's something you don't always see. He's been coaching for 39 years as a head basketball coach. Most of them here in Hawley. I think 33 or 34 or 35 of them here in Hawley. Just a mess of them. So humble. Always got his head down, always grinding, always working, still teaching up a storm. He's retired, has come back in a lesser role, saves the district some money, continues on as a tremendous basketball coach, runs our community ed program. Just almost a glutton for punishment, but you know what? He wouldn't have it any other way. He'd go crazy if he didn't have this much stuff to do.
He hosts weddings out at his house. He got a new wedding venue out there, so this man works all the time.
Wedding planner.
Unbelievable. A lot of fun tonight, though. It's playoff time. Looking forward to Friday night. Regardless of who the Nuggets play, it should be here. As you can see, the Thief River Falls seniors down there taking a picture. That's awesome.
I just got a little bit of a chill there. The cool thing about that is, Jed, they're done playing, and they got whipped. They've got a smile on their face. They're holding a sign. They're smiling about it. Happy to have had the chance to play basketball. So that's a nice picture. I did get a little bit of a chill there.
You know, it may have been with masks on and it may have been socially distanced, but I think, you know, when bad things happen, it gives you a little bit of perspective. And how awesome for us to get a season in. Over 80% of the games played in the state of Minnesota. We're going to have a state tournament. And I just hope all teams that are playing stay healthy and stay away from positive cases and contact tracing and all that, and we can get some good games in here in March.
My hope is that Prep 45 allows them to be streamed on your laptop without charging you. That's my hope for the state tournament, buddy.
That's always awesome.
All right, we're going to take one more break, and then we're going to have a sign-off for you. Thanks for hanging with us, folks. We'll be right back with the Heart of Lakes Meets post-game show.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
The purpose of the Hawley Nuggets Booster Club is to support and promote athletic activities at Hawley High School by uniting students, parents, coaches, faculty, staff, and the community in a way that enhances the sharing of school spirit and promotes moral and financial support. The club is open to anyone interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at Hawley High School. Please consider becoming a member of the Hawley Nuggets Booster Club today by visiting HawleyBoosters.com. Go Nuggets!
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, and natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call Community Co-op today, 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. Community Co-op, your co-op in your community.
Here we are for our final send-off here from the gold mine in Hawley tonight. Heart of Lakes Meets post-game show. First game for myself and Jed Carlson to work together. We've had some halftime chats, but we pulled it off, man. This was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I appreciate the opportunity. It's good to be in the gym. It's good to talk hoops with you, and it's good to talk anything with you, Coach. So I appreciate the opportunity, and I'd love to do it again.
Well, let's try to make that happen. I'm going to be on a little bit of a hiatus here this weekend for the rest of the way through this part of the tournament. If the girls are playing next week, I'm definitely going to be back and taking care of that. However, with that, we got to close things off here. Our Enbridge Energy players of the game: Izzy Steer, 9 points off the bench. Grace Fleming, ton of energy off the bench, 5 points. Defensive presence, a lot of energy. Some very timely rebounds, right, Jed?
Absolutely. Yeah, I like what she's doing for the Nuggets as her role continues to expand. And I think Izzy Steer could be a real wild card for the Nuggets team in the playoffs as a player who played mostly JV, played a little varsity, got hurt. I'm not sure she's up there on the other team's scouting reports, and that could be a little secret weapon here for the Nuggets.
That is definitely an ace up or a wild card up Bill Gottenberg's sleeve. Our RDK player of the game, Kaylee Crabtree. If either one of those Crabtrees gets hot from the outside, look out. It's going to be a long night, and that's just going to create open opportunities for people inside. And if it's going well inside, they collapse inside, they're going to kick it outside. And Hawley's got the skills.
They hurt you in so many ways. You saw tonight the threes, we're going to remember the threes, but they had mid-range pull-ups. They had finishes at the rim, wrong foot, little English on the reverse layup down here. They can hurt you in so many ways, not just scoring, but creating for others. And I think those two are really the key. I didn't talk a whole lot about the Crabtrees tonight because you just kind of expect it out of them. They've been doing it for so long. First game that I saw this year, I couldn't believe when I looked at the program and they weren't seniors yet. Played so many games for this team, and they just keep going. So credit to those two kids.
How about that? Okay, with that, we're going to wrap it up. This is going to wrap up our Hard Lakes Meets post-game show from the Gold Mine in Hawley. The final score on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard is Hawley over Thief River Falls by a score of 77-38. For Jed Carlson on color commentary, Noah Nelson on the stats, and Braden Aldinger, our main man, cameraman. My name is Peter Natz, and we'll see you next time on YourLiveEvent.com. Good night, everybody.